Hi, I'm injury attorney Anna Burr, going to explain about the three primary phases of a personal injury case. They are treatment, demand, and litigation. And sometimes you only go through the first two, sometimes you go through all three. It just depends. But the first piece of a personal injury case is treatment. And this is when your injuries are fresh, you are still seeing doctors, you're still in active medical treatment for those injuries. That is really an indeterminate length of time. It just depends on what your injuries are and how long it takes for them to heal. Sometimes that's a period of weeks where you need some physical therapy, a couple of follow-ups with your doctor, and everything is healed up and you're good to go. Sometimes it can be several years. It just is different for everybody. Everybody injures differently, everybody heals differently, and so the length of time that it takes you to get through the treatment phase of your case is also going to be different. The treatment phase can end in one of two ways. Either you've healed, you're good to go, and you don't need treatment anymore. I guess three ways. So you don't need treatment anymore. We have reached a point in your treatment where it makes sense to go ahead and move into the next phase based on some evaluating factors that your attorney would tell you about. Or the third one is that your doctor says you still could benefit from treatment, but it's not going to help you much. You're at a state where your injuries are probably permanent, and we're looking just at pain management and ways of dealing with your pain that is really never going to go away. That one is always the worst one. We hate when that happens. The unfortunate reality is that sometimes it does. And so once we've decided to end your treatment or to move just into a pain management phase of things, and the next piece of your case is the demand. And the demand is where we attempt to resolve your case with the insurance company outside of a lawsuit and litigation. And so for the demand, what your attorney will do, the law firm that's representing you will do, is gather all of the evidence that is available for your case. So this is information about how the accident happened, if it's a car accident, if it's a slip and fall. We get incident reports, photographs of the scene, all that good stuff. So details about how the injury occurred and information about your treatment. So we gather all of the medical records and all of the bills that have been incurred for your treatment. We also get information about the lifestyle impact that your injuries have had on you. Maybe you were an avid skier and your injury happened in October and you weren't done treating until the following June, and so you missed that entire ski season. Maybe your injuries are such that you cannot ski anymore. That's all information that we want to collect from you and from your friends and family so that we can include that in the demand. The demand just puts everything together in a comprehensive package that goes over to the insurance adjuster for them to evaluate your claim. On their end, they collect that information, they review it all. In some cases, they input the information into a computer system and they conduct an insurance evaluation. They arrive at a number range. And they will contact us with a settlement offer at the bottom end, just the fact of the matter, the bottom end of that settlement range. And once I have that initial number, I have an idea of what the insurance company is likely willing to do with negotiations. And so depending on how that looks, we can either negotiate your case and get it resolved, or sometimes the number is something that even if they were to double it, we're still not going to consider that. And so if we're going to reject the offer, we're going to stop negotiations, then we're going to move into phase 3 of your case, which is litigation. And litigation is where a lawsuit is filed. The court is notified that we have a case against the defendant, and we are proceeding through the court process towards a jury trial. Sometimes you can get a sense, an attorney can get a sense at the beginning of whether litigation is going to be likely or not. Sometimes we really don't know until we're in demand and we are in negotiations with the insurance company. It just depends. There's too many factors involved. But either way, we are always happy to represent you from beginning to end, whatever that may look like for you, to make sure that you get justice for your injury.